In this video, we're going to look at how to create a very simple portal in GameMaker. We're obviously going to need some sprites already created, which we have. We're going to need objects. We have a player object, and we have a portal object. We also have two rooms created already, as you can see here, room 2 and room 3. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go here to room 2, our first room, and we're going to go ahead and place our portal object in here. You can see I already have it over here. And then we're going to go to room 3, and this is where our player is going to end up. Alright, so on our player object, there's two different ways of doing this. We can either, if we click persistent here, persistent means that our player object exists in every room. However, if we do that, then we have to create a portal that tells our player object where to show up in room 3. If we just create the portal and set it up where it is right now, I'll show you in room 2. Since it's clear over here, if the player was persistent and we had the portal over here in this bottom right hand corner, when the player moved to the next room, they would show up in that bottom right hand corner down here where the portal was in the other room. That's not necessarily what we want. So there's two different ways to do this. You can either set it up and tell it where you want it to place it in the next room, which is more complicated, or we can just leave it so it's not checked as persistent and go ahead and put our player in room 3. So when room 3 comes up, when we go to room 3, our player already exists here. This is not the best way to do it. This is the simplest way, however. So we have all of our objects created in the rooms. So we're going to go here to our portal object. We're going to actually add a collision with that portal object. You can see it already exists right here. And it tells it to go to room 3. We have a choice of the rooms that we have created. We also have a choice of the different transitions you can use. For this one, I chose push from right. You can experiment with those. We'll hit OK. We'll save it. We'll go ahead and hit play. Bring in our game here. See, I move over to the right here, hit the portal, and there we are. Transition to room 3. And that's the easiest way to use a portal to create a transition. In a later video, I'll show you a much more complicated method where you can control where your player shows up in the next room.